Hey, hey, don't miss the play. Flurry Sports will save your day. Cracking jokes with sports insight. Zach and Jake, they get it right. Fuck yeah.
Welcome back to the Flurry Sports Podcast. Happy NFL Free Agency Day. Unlike the NFL trade deadline, stuff actually happens today. And I think in honor of that, that will probably end our NFL talk for today. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I think so. I had a moment where I was like, would be funny. It's like, we're in the off season. We only talk NFL. It's like we could just talk Max Crosby the whole time.
I mean, that's what everyone else is doing. Everyone gathered at Pat McAfee's little dojo.
That was crazy. I was like, this is the first year they've ever made this big a thing of this, right?
Yes. I don't know why, but it did overshadow absolutely everything else in the sports world, so I guess it worked.
Yeah, it's also funny where it's a day where it's like, this is why I'm into it, okay? And I'm into this. This is why I like all the other sports we're talking about today. People finding a reason. I guess I have to care about Malik Willis today. Awesome. You know, like It's like a day where it's like, because it happened, like it's like the same way where it's like, I guess I have to pay attention to St. Mary's during March Madness.
Yeah.
Or Miami of Ohio. They're having
Malik Willis the sister Jean of the NFL?
I certainly think Malik Willis is the Miami of Ohio of the NFL.
That's actually that's a good comparison, I think.
Which
we're all discovering him as if the Tennessee Titans never existed.
Yeah, and like he's got it real good because somehow his ceiling is untapped, but his potential is fully known. Like everyone's like, we've seen
weaknesses. Yeah.
No, we've seen just enough of him to have very little red flags, but just little of him enough that like his low ceiling could be much higher.
True. And he's going into a good situation. The Miami Dolphins are a quarterback factory. I've never seen anything go wrong there.
Yeah. And he's really going to unleash under, is it Nathaniel Hackett? No, I'm two quarterbacks ago. Jeff Hafley, which by the way,
coach.
I've never seen them in the same room. I'm sure they have been, but they could be the same person to me.
I mean, honestly, that's true. But yeah, no one's seen more of Malik Willis than Jeff Hafley because he's coached against him in practice every day.
So, yeah, the defensive guy of the Packers is like, you're our quarterback, which I feel like is crazy. Also, no Tyreek Hill, right? Like, who's he throwing to?
No. Jalen Waddle and maybe Darren Waller if he decides to continue playing football.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought. And then all day they were like, they're also going to sign Mike Evans. Wrong. He's a 49er. So
Mike Evans is already injured, I feel like. Going to San Francisco, what could go wrong?
100%. That's like all the twins who played on the USA's World Baseball Classic team. Injuries are only finding our guys.
Weird. Weird how that happened.
One dude chose not to participate in the World Baseball Classic, Pablo Lopez, because he was afraid of getting hurt. Got hurt anyway, which feels like the right thing to happen.
Not in baseball?
No, spring training. He still went to spring training, and he now needs Tommy John surgery.
I mean, valid concern then. He knew he was hanging on by a string.
I think it's God saying, represent your country, dude. I'm going to get you either way. I could get you in Fort Myers.
Would he have represented America or somebody else?
He would have represented someone else. That's a good question by you.
I was going to say God's American, and that's why, but maybe not, I guess.
That's true. He was going to play for someone else, and now he couldn't. So, punishment. Play for Team USA, I guess. But, yeah. Zach, we might have a lot of new listeners today. I also had folks who were like, for the first time today, like, hey, I'm going to check out your show. So I think there's no better way to start this than I have an unrelated to any sport top 5 list for you.
Perfect. That's how we do it here.
Okay. It occurred to me because of the number 5 song on this list. They're all songs. And I was like, I need Zach's opinion on this. So these are the top 5 songs that are not about food. Okay. Seems broad at first, but let me make it a little more specific for you. The top 5, the 5th best song, not about food, Cake by the Ocean by DNCE. Not about food at all. No cake is found within this song.
No, that's true. That is true. No one's celebrating birthdays.
Would be higher, but I feel like the metaphor percentage on this song is too high. I think it's like 80-20 metaphor. Like if you listen to it, it's not even like it's barely an innuendo. It's like, but I don't understand. It's all sex, but it's so many places.
What has more metaphors in it? Cake by the Ocean or any John Bellion song?
Oh, that's a good. At least John Bellion songs are usually one metaphor, like really stretched out. Cake by the Ocean is like every innuendo he could think of, and also they're by the water.
Also wet. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's number 5. Number 4, Zach, Chop Suey, System of the Down.
Great song. That's number 4. That's incredible.
It is
not about noodles.
It's only number 4 because maybe too little metaphor. There's almost no connection to Chop Suey whatsoever besides the title.
I mean, that's true. That's true. They throw it in your face, though. Exclamation point at the end, I do believe.
It's true. I think there's a lot of people who don't know Chop Suey's a food. It's the only reason it's not higher.
It's just a System of a Down song?
I think so. Or they're like, it's just
Maybe.
2 words that sound fun, which I think is, by the way, why they picked it.
I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah, the people just think it's something that old racist cartoons would say. Probably.
100%. Number 3 is a tie because I couldn't decide between these 2 hip hop songs. So tied for number 3 is Broccoli by Lil Yachty and Dram.
Sure.
And tied Sunday Candy by Chance.
You know what? That's interesting. I mean, being a System of Down's one thing, but you know what?
I think the metaphor is a little stronger. Both
the metaphors, yeah, for sure. The Chop Suey, yeah, I guess.
Like Chop Suey, the title could be anything, and it's still about how our systems are out to get us. You know?
Yeah. Chop Suey's more of a workout listen in terms of like I'm sweating by the time I'm done listening to it than Broccoli. Broccoli's more of a vibe, I would say.
Broccoli's more of a vibe. Sunday Candy's so good. I think Broccoli's the top pick. I prefer Sunday Candy, but just above. Okay. I think number 2. I think we have a all-time top 2. Number 2, the song that most easily came to mind when I started thinking of this, Cherry Pie by Warrant.
Very good song. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic representation and just not at all about pie. You listen to it and you keep waiting for some pie mention. None. And what I love about it is there is metaphor, but why they totally picked cherry pie because it rhymes. Like she could be any food, could she not? There's no reason it has to be cherry pie.
Maybe I'm not knowing the song perfectly, but I do think cherry pie has to do with like having a young virgin.
Whoa! Jesus.
That's my interpretation of it.
I feel a little worse about it. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that.
I don't know.
It's number 2, not number 1. So
Google
I think it. Urban Dictionary this. Zach, honorable mentions, which were as fun to put together as the list itself. Okay. Are, I think, better songs, but couldn't be on the list for a variety of reasons. Honorable mention number 1, Tequila. Couldn't fully pull the trigger on it not being about tequila, but it's not about tequila, right? It was just too like I couldn't tell if it could be on or not, but
I mean it could be any word. It doesn't change the song.
3 syllables. It does not matter. But it is so associated with the drink. I was like, I think it has to be honorable mention, but it is not about the alcohol.
True. That's true.
Number 2, this hurt me that I couldn't put it on, but I re-listened to it and I don't think it meets the criteria. Pork and Beans by Weezer. They technically do eat their candy with the pork and beans, so it can't not be about food, but it's not about food.
Yeah, it's not like a song about Bush's baked beans, I guess, but that's true.
One of the things that he wants to do and doesn't have a things to prove to you is eating candy with the beans. So I think that's in there.
That's edgy.
Our third of 4. Yeah, he's very edgy. It's also, that is the best Weezer song of all time. I don't care. It's so good. Third honorable mention of 4, Raspberry Beret by Prince.
That's true.
I know it's a color, and because I didn't want to have that conversation with the comments, or I assume Luke Reimer waiting to get me, I didn't put it on the list.
It
It's
has
a
nothing
color.
to do.
But doesn't raspberry beret A sound delicious, and B, for folks playing along at home, not about a beret either? Okay, so I was like, that could have made the list. Still about a girl.
I mean, there's a Jerry Seinfeld joke in there somewhere. Yeah,
100%. And he really emphasizes the word raspberry.
he did.
Final nominee, which is my funniest one, and I almost put it on the list, but I did think of 5 good songs that fit the criteria. Anything by the Cranberries.
I'd love the Cranberries.
I know you do. I almost
have
was
a
like
weird
anything by
fascination.
the Cranberries, anything by Cake, because I also know you appreciate a good Cake
I
song.
do like Cake. Oh, could you
So-
imagine if they could go on tour together? What a fever dream that would be.
Cranberries and Cake. And Cranberries, I checked, I don't think have any songs about food. So their catalog kind of fits
No.
the list perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, Zombies barely about food. I guess I don't know.
Zombie, again, not about zombies. There's a lot of songs that aren't about the title. That could be a different list.
That is
Sans
true.
food. Number 1, I know you're going to agree with me on this because I think we both agree this is one of the best songs of all time. Number 1, totally not about food at all, Brain Stew by Green Day.
Oh, I was not expecting that. That's very interesting. That came out of nowhere. Great song though.
It's a song that's always in my suggested on YouTube. It comes up like whenever I start listening to music pleasantly. I love it.
I think I might be, I mean, not necessarily the opposite. I don't know if I've ever thought about that song unless I'm listening to it.
Oh,
it just kind of hit me like a freight train. Now I want to listen to it.
I don't know why. It's always in there for me. And couldn't be less about Stew.
True. No stew.
No stew. But what I like is at least it elevated above chop suey for me because I get it. It's Brain Stew. You don't have to say it. I also gave it points. The title, nowhere in the song.
I mean, yeah, that's I'm talking about punk rock. You name it afterwards or you name it before. I mean, 2 people in separate rooms doing it though.
You know what? This could be a good top 5 for you some other time. Top 5 songs that are impossible to Google. Because it's like, that's one of those where it's like, I feel like everyone listens to Brain Stew 10 times before they know what the name of the song is. Like, it's one of those where it's like, I'm never gonna find this again.
I am a very, very big fan of, I think they're post emo or something like that, called Hot Mulligan. They have their titles are the most batshit you've ever seen. Yeah. One is Shh, Golf is On, I believe. There's one is I can't believe it's armadillo shells.
Nice.
Something like that. None of them make sense. None of them are even relevant to the songs, other than maybe Backyard.
Okay, so that's its own category. I like that.
It is. Yeah. Hot Mulligan. We'll play a game with Hot Mulligan at some point. Is it a song title or something I overheard on the bus or something?
Yeah, because I think that's a fun game. I do like, maybe I'll do that some other time. A top 5 that's like songs you must Google the entire chorus to find is funny because it's like, Brain Stew is one of those where it's like, how many people have Googled On My Own, Here I Go?
Oh, I bet it's searched more than the actual song title.
Yeah, actually. For sure. The other one, Jazz is like that. Put that on the t-shirt. But like the number of times this year I've Googled Sing, Sing, Sing. Like, how do you find the song that goes like I'm like, I can't ever find it.
How do you find a song that no words?
Yeah. I found In the Mood by the Glenn Miller Band so many times by only going to the scene it's in Scrubs. Because I now, anytime I want to find it, I'm like, Dr. Kelso's Good Day.
True. There is, at least a couple years ago, there's this search engine that lets you sing the song. And it actually pops up. And it was actually pretty good. Like I hummed it in a song and it came up.
That's a version of AI we haven't fully cracked yet. Like, right? Like,
for sure. But that's the AI that I think we need. That's the shit that it's created for. Give me that.
I almost went down an AI rabbit hole. I was like, will we be so much dumber when I don't have to figure out the name of Brain Stew? Like if AI takes that away from me, am I gonna?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's the equivalent of we don't need to know our multiplication table anymore.
Yeah.
I can just type it in.
I said that out loud.
No Green Day's music.
I said that out loud to a room of professors. I did not get a great reaction at the start of the year. We did an AI workshop, and listen, a lot of problems with AI. We got to work on it. We got to refine it. AI in the classroom is funny to me because all I said out loud was I was like, this does feel like the conversation people had about calculators. Everyone's like, I have to change all my assignments. How am I going to grade things? Like, I'm like, yeah, we've got to figure it out, don't we? We do have to, like, I'm like, that is true. You might have to make them handwrite shit, which, by the way, welcome back. We're here again.
It's same. Everything's going analog again. We're getting film cameras. We're going to get some vinyls. Apparently that's the new thing. So cool.
I know.
I'm still here.
Which, by the way, they tie back into sports. The next big thing of AI, it's going to wreck. I read 2 articles a week ago on how it's wrecking the scouting industry. No one can figure out because there are already players sending in AI highlight reels.
Oh, yeah. I have seen that. I have seen like high schoolers doing fake shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've actually looked pretty real, unfortunately, because to be honest, 80-90% of high school football, all their movements are so unnatural anyways. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing. So then they can just use AI and it looks the same.
And especially some player on the field looking totally like erratic, common.
I mean, yeah, we can play AI or Derrick Henry high school highlights.
Because there is always one left guard who's blocking his tackle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And throwing them through the back of the end zone, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
There's,
so
people melting off of them when they try to tackle them. Yeah.
Yeah, but that end of it, and then the article also talked about, okay, how do we make sure the film's real? And then analyzing film, AI isn't getting close to being able to fully analyze video. So it's like
the day AI spits out to me watching some like Julian Edelman clips, like crafty.
Yeah.
First in, last out type of player.
Yeah.
Better bring a lunch pail. High motor, stuff like that. That's what we need to train them on.
I got to tell you, it sounds like you're waiting for the day AI gets a little racist, and we're there. I think,
okay, fantastic.
Yeah. So I think that will happen very quickly. I do think, like, honestly, we're going to get, like, Bill Belichick's going to go into AI, its video analysis software, and be like, here's my existing roster. I'm choosing between these 3 prospects. You tell me who fills the X receiver's role the best.
We should just have an AI staff, everything like completely automated for, I mean, what's the right school for it? We could do San Jose State. Does that work?
I think Andrew Luck at Stanford runs.
Stanford's great. It's a big program, but do we care? Not really.
No.
And they can just do their thing.
They have the nerds in-house to make it happen.
True. I mean, you could do the whole Ivy League. Could just do this shit.
My other suggestion was Georgia Tech. This is how Georgia Tech returns to the top of the mountain.
That would be very interesting. They're just hunting Calvin Johnsons. Trying to make a whole team of that.
There is, and listen, like all the tech things, more people will get hopefully discovered by this. Like Elk Mound kids or folks maybe will like get seen in a different light. So it's like, okay, maybe that's good. We'll see. I think this in combination, like, I think the NCAA is almost going to write its own ship because none of these dynasties are going to last. Like Indiana came out of nowhere in 2 years. Wisconsin Badgers had the like 3rd best ranked transfer portal. Do I have any confidence they'll do anything with it? No, but like someone like them will. If you don't believe in Wisconsin, like I don't, like TCU had a great transfer portal.
Yeah. I mean, all the Texas schools will start doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
All it takes is one celebrity to be like, honestly, the team that might do it, I think is it East Carolina or Coastal Carolina? One of the two is the one that Mr. Beast went to.
Yes.
And if he just throws all the money at it, like they can just go buy whatever they want. And then we'll just see if that's how you win.
Yeah. I don't even think for like some people will want this list so that they can like police schools and make them behave properly. I want the list of all the donors just so I can, who's that fucking rich in Ohio? who is the Buckeye backers that are like,
I know.
because it kind of drives. That's like I can't think of a song. Like it's driving me nuts. I can't think of the Ohio rich person. Like I'm like, dude, the number of times I've Googled are the Koch brothers from Ohio. Like I'm like, who am I not knowing? Who's a billionaire? That's like funding the Buckeyes because they've said it's like a list of like 20 donors or something.
I mean, yeah, Ohio State always has the most money to spend. So, I mean, aside from athletes, there has to be like this old. I mean, there's a lot of mafia there. I'm not sure if it's that, but there's got to be like a lot of old money from like they had the biggest plantation on the block. They had the biggest herd of slaves and they sold them all off. And then now they got all the money.
Racist buddy, 100%. I'm even trying to think of like what, no disrespect to Ohio State. Who's Ohio State's most successful NFL player?
Most successful?
Yeah. Is there an obvious answer I'm missing?
I mean, all the linebackers, I guess, but let's just say J.K. Dobbins. Maybe it's
like,
him.
They have a lot of like millionaires, but like no one of like they're not the U. You know what I'm saying? Like if
right,
how much money Mike Irvin spends to like get his jollies on a Saturday night on the sideline. Like they've got Irvin, Lewis, Willis, fucking McGahee. They got a whole selection of people. Ed Reed, who every time I see him looks like he's gained more superpowers. His hair just gets more and more X-Men. Like it's awesome.
That is true. I looked up billionaires in Ohio, and I guess I just don't know their names. But Les Wexner and family is something. They have over $9 billion. So let's look at.
Yep, he's the top donor to Ohio State.
Oh, really?
Yep. I looked up top donors, and Les Wexner came right up. Yep.
He is Victoria's Secret and Abercrombie and Fitch. So he's a pervert who sells clothing to teenagers, and he's giving the money. You gotta shut him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
he's in the Epstein files. Done.
That is.
You're done, Ohio State.
Yeah. How about this name? Ratmir Timoshev. He gave the largest single donation to a university when he gave $10 million to Ohio State in 2023. A Russian-born American IT entrepreneur, founder of VM Software. It's scary when you don't know the name of the tech company.
Interesting.
Yeah. Object storage backup. Yeah. Whenever it's that niche in tech, they're up to something. Like you developed a code I'll never even know about and sold it for billions.
Mm-hmm. Which is the way to do it. Denise York is the second most wealthy person in Ohio, and she is the chairwoman and owner of the 49ers, the Rangers. Oh, the Leeds United Football Club is the Rangers in Premier League, I think. Bad name, but
out of corporations, because there's a lot in there. You nailed. You actually were all over it. CJ Stroud is the top donor to the school's NIL program.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that. There's no way. That's just public. There's no way CJ Stroud has given the second most money to that, unless it's like all of our money doesn't go to the NIL, it goes to the program, which is something different.
Correct. He's specifically the most only to the NIL program. He is not near the top donors overall to the football program. He is only donated specifically to the NIL. And that might be not even listing like other people's contributions to NIL might be technically more. He's just not giving anything to outside of NIL.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
this York person from Italy inherited all these teams. This guy bought up all of them. He owned the Penguins, he owned the Niners, he owned the Pittsburgh Maulers, he owned a couple other ones. So yeah, that mafia bought those fucking teams, guaranteed.
A real Reddit thread that exists in Ohio State football on Reddit. Is Les Wexner just handing out checks out here? Or do we have any serious deep pockets in Ohio State alumni or donors. And all the responses are like mostly less. It's mostly Wexner. So
honestly, I mean, that just means, to me, that means Ohio State better count their days.
Yeah,
they're going down.
The thing about old white guys, there's always another one. So, but they might be.
I don't know. Did they burn their bridge with Urban?
In his heart of hearts, is Urban? I think Urban Meyer in his heart of hearts is a Buckeye. He's not a Gator.
I think so too. No, he's separated himself. That Hernandez thing was not him. He has no part.
Yeah, if you ask him, he only coached Tim Tebow.
Right. Yeah. Somewhere. Can't remember where.
Yeah. Real life hero, Tim Tebow, who was in Congress testifying last week.
I know. That's weird.
Yeah. Good for him. I don't know how he got involved, but great spokesperson they have. But I'm going to do a couple segues here, Zach, but the segue will lead us to a different topic we have today. Speaking of people who are paying ridiculous amounts of money to try and get people on the field, I mentioned last week that Bad Bunny had offered to cover the insurance of Team Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic. This Bad Bunny, did you see, was cited at the World Baseball Classic over the weekend?
No.
I've been saving up, and to my final segue, which is this, Zach, the one thing you need to know from the World Baseball Classic. I sincerely think we've never seen a better we are seeing as great of an athlete's prime as anyone else's. Shohei Ohtani is so good at baseball, but this is a really good point. This is as good an argument as I can come up with. Shohei Ohtani is so good at baseball. Bad Bunny flew to Japan to watch him instead of Team Puerto Rico and San Juan.
That is kind of wild.
Bad Bunny watched all of Japan's games. I kept waiting for him to also take a jet to see. Nope, just watched all the Japan games. Never flew to Puerto Rico. Not yet, anyway. Maybe he'll go to the next one. But what are you going to do? I got to watch Shohei. Not in the same bracket, not in the same continent.
I mean, it's fair. What else is he going to get to watch him?
I mean, I don't know. Him and Timmy Chalamet are over there. Timmy's banging on opera and watching some baseball.
And you know what? He's getting a lot of shit for it. He's right.
I almost didn't bring this up. I literally told Claire, I wish I texted it to her so I had it in writing. I literally told Claire, if I bring up the opera thing, Zach's going to 100% agree.
No one watches opera? Duh. That's why they call it Phantom of the Opera. It was here. It's no longer here. That's the only one that matters.
This is my only thing with it is listen, it's statistically true. Being opera is not relevant. It is not the same as saying opera is not important to the people who do it or is not creatively wonderful. Sure. Is this a fair argument? Which is Timmy Chalamet, renowned theater actor and actor, being no one gives a shit about opera or ballet, does feel a little bit like Tua calling linemen not athletes. Of a little hey, bit, man, sure. You share a locker room. I don't think you need to be out here is this art? And it's okay, Mr. Ping pong movie. Let's just back up a bit. Let's just center ourselves.
That's fully fair, but I hate Tua. And I think that plays a factor here.
I was hoping that would get you more on board. Be you're right. I actually do hate what Timmy Chalamet said because it's something. It is.
I don't even know who he is. Apparently, he's a massive actor. I have no fucking clue.
That's such a good question. What Timothy?
I thought he was. Who did he look like? He looked like fuck Logic. I thought he was Logic when I first saw the clip, and he's not.
You got me mid-drink. He does look like Logic.
Or Mike McDaniel.
You haven't seen Dune. He's in the Dune movies. You haven't seen Wonka. This is not the order of his best movies, but I'm taking stabs at ones you'd have a chance of seeing. And you haven't seen Marty Supreme, right?
No clue what that is.
No, it's his ping pong movie he's in right now.
Ping pong movie. Okay.
I'm not kidding. You might like it. He's
one of the most underrated songs of all time, Pinball Wizard. not ping pong, but it's very close. That made me think about that.
Yeah, not close at all. I'll give it to you. This is honestly, I don't need to do any more work on describing Marty Supreme than this. One of the main antagonists in the movie, played by Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary.
That's good casting. That's typecasting.
He's unbelievable in it. At one point,
I'm sure.
I don't think this is a spoiler, very deep in the movie, after playing a very rich douchebag the whole time, he goes on a monologue, and in it, he goes, "You don't know who you're messing with. I'm a fucking vampire. I've been alive for hundreds of years, sucking people like you dry." And I'm like, is he actually a vampire? The movie totally lost me. I was like, I think he's making a threat in metaphor, but Kevin O'Leary is not smart. I think this might be a vampire movie. I was like, is this the second Sinners, where it's like, surprise, this is also about vampires?
The only reason I've even heard about this movie now that it just came to me, wasn't there something about, it must have been this actor. Wasn't he wearing a fake ass for some scene with him?
Yeah.
He got like spanked for 2 hours.
By Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, it's all weird. It's a weird movie. I think he's kind of a freak, like, but in like a good, he's like a Tom Brady, like he's the top of his craft. He's very Leo DiCaprio to me. I like some of his movies. I don't know how I feel about him as a person. Now he's out here calling out ballet and opera, which that's what I'll say. Like ballet the art. Too.
I've sat through enough dance recitals. I feel like I can speak on this. He's right. People don't go, and they shouldn't. Sorry, Hannah.
Yeah, just a chance to rag on your sister. Listen, it also felt like opera and ballet came out like, how could you do this to us? No one noticed, like they came out and they're like, until you said we didn't matter, no one knew. And it's like,
it would be like if the NFL came out and just shat on the gymnastics community right now. Like, why? What did we do?
That's the part that it's like, okay, let's not pick up, because you know what it would be like if the NFL came out and it's like, who watches the fucking professional lacrosse league? We know, right. Motherfucker. You don't need to. Yeah. What did we
Why
do?
Punch down? Yeah.
Like, you're nominated for every award, NFL. Can you just leave us alone? So that's it. But anyway, fair. Timmy Chalamet and Bad Bunny were watching Shohei Ohtani hit absolute nukes off of firemen for Czechia.
They didn't win. That stinks.
They got mercy ruled by 15 runs.
Fair.
Shohei Ohtani, do you know what a cycle is in baseball?
Yeah, he hit a single, double, triple home run.
He was one hit shy of the cycle. I believe he had a homer, a double, a single, and another homer before the seventh inning. And he didn't get to come back up again because they mercy ruled him against Czechia. So, but Zach, it is just unbelievable. They beat everybody. I think they might have one game left, or no, they have beat everybody in their bracket. So now next they'll get to play the second best team in a different group. So that will be exciting. Dude, Shohei Ohtani in Tokyo is like the only metaphor I could come up with, and maybe it's because I'm talking to you, is GSP in Montreal. It is like, because there's fucking marching bands here in this crowd. We're banging on drums. We're getting the place going. Shohei Ohtani comes up, silence. Except the drum plays while the pitcher's getting ready. Like, I'm like, it's like he's in a fucking horror movie. And then.
That's not fair.
No, and the guy from Czechia is working 2 jobs. He's here pitching. Yeah. He loaded the bases.
Shift.
Yeah, I'm screaming at the TV, walk him. Just don't pitch to him. Walk him. And so, of course, but the whole crowd is like rooting for him to pitch to him. And
yeah. Gotcha.
And by the way, all Shohei Ohtani has seen for 3 years. He's been nice about it, but has seen like, oh, this firefighter struck me out 3 years ago. How nice. See ya, punk. Put that in.
They should have just pegged him. Don't even give him a shot.
I was like, will they hit him? I was like expecting. By the way, Czechia took one for the team because all these other teams are fucking walking them now. They're not even trying.
Yeah, that's probably the right way to go.
Just like take your base, dude. We'll walk and a run. But it's been unbelievable. I know not everyone's in the baseball, but if you can find highlights of Ohtani right now, like I was thinking about this in the last 5 years, Shohei Ohtani has accomplished some wonderful things. Number one, not sent to prison for gambling. It's a big one.
True. Against all
huge.
odds.
Against literal odds. By the way, maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe that's a good segue. It's up there for like, we do not talk about that enough. That story was insane.
Correct. Yeah. That and Tua trying to call his offensive tackle an athlete, like hand in hand, just insane.
That and Bob Huggins trying to unresign himself because his wife did it.
And still head coach at the West Virginia Mountaineers, head basketball team. I mean, for sure.
Him, and I assume Les Miles is somehow still coaching. That's another one where I was like, are there any Les Miles updates? I was like Googling this last week. I was like, feels like we should have another one soon.
Yeah, it's been weirdly quiet
on the Les Miles front. So anyway, Ohtani not indicted for gambling. That's great.
True.
It's really good for him. Married a supermodel. Adopted a dog who has thrown out multiple first pitches at games. I think its name is Scout, and it stands on the mound and then runs the ball into the catcher. So it cheats, but it's trained.
So does somebody else in that family.
Yeah. So it gets it from his papa. Has won a World Baseball Classic by striking out his then teammate, who, by the way, definitely planted the seeds for him leaving the team. He's like, Mike Trout, fucking loser. I'm leaving. He goes to the Dodgers. He's won 2 World Series and MVP. Has barely pitched in any of that time. Stopped pitching.
True.
Just been incredibly good at hitting, like the best ever. It's just like, I know people aren't in the baseball, but it is one of those moments where I'm like, I was too young to be like, look at the Tiger Woods thing happening over here. This is like, we're never getting this again.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if he's not pitching, what's the fascination?
I think it's crazy that he is arguably never been more valuable now. And that doesn't mean he was unremarkable when he was pitching and hitting. I'm just telling you how good his hitting is right now. Like no one is. Yeah,
sure. But like, that's something someone else can achieve.
Maybe he's also stealing. Like I think the crazy part is like he stopped pitching, so then he became the lead leaguer.
Stole the life of his former assistant. I think is what you're going to finish that sentence.
I think
he
so.
Stole it a lot. He's stolen
60 bases and maybe millions of dollars. If he was guilty, he was covering a friend's gambling debts.
If he was guilty,
or his friend was perhaps booking bets on his behalf. Listen, if he was that scummy, he would be doing it again by now, right? You can't quit like that.
You think, I mean, let's settle this lawsuit and let's not hear of it again. And then, okay, so he's just whitelisted. And then he gets to do whatever he wants to do. Like, we're not going to go through this again. Let Shohei do what he wants to do.
All I've learned from athletes caught in gambling scandals is they cannot resist the low-hanging fruit. We're catching guys.
Sure he's still doing it.
I know, but we'll catch him then. It'll come back up. I'm just saying, like, people were suspecting people in the NBA that Emmanuel Clase in baseball just got caught in 70 instances in the past year of like clearly betting on himself to throw the first ball.
That's against the ML. There's no way you could.
By the way, he's done for life. He's done for life.
I know, but I'm saying from his point of view, like, that's on the MLB. That's on like the sports books. Like, if you give me that option and I'm not changing the course of the games.
Oh, if I were him, can you catch me when I've done it 3 times? Because I did it 3 times. You didn't catch me and I did it, of course, 67 more times.
It is what it is. Okay, let's charge it to the game. And from here on out, then I'll be done.
That, and I also thought you would find this story from World Baseball Classic interesting because it's so scummy. Jurickson Profar, who baseball fans would recognize right away, missed all of last season because he was suspended for steroids. Okay. Did what every baseball player does, made his apology tour. Coming off, of course, the best season of his career. So sorry, can't do it. Signs another new deal coming into this year where people are like, okay, he was great 2 years ago. Let's give him another chance. Once again, busted for steroids, gone for another whole year, was committed to playing for the Netherlands via Curacao in the World Baseball Classic. When he found out he was suspended from MLB, didn't tell anyone, just left. Just left Puerto Rico. It was like, see ya. So teammates were like, where's Jurgensen? Is he coming? And then they had to check online and see he was suspended for PEDs, but he didn't tell anybody, didn't tell coach, just got on a plane and got the fuck out of there.
I mean, that's good.
That's shitty. It's so bad. But the World Baseball Classic has been awesome.
Is for the MLB, is there a clause that refunds his contract or negates his contract because of the PEDs, or is it still fully guaranteed?
I believe there are clauses for legal or policy violations. I'll get you the exact, like, there might be like amounts that are guaranteed.
If he gets to keep even like half of that money, that's a hack for late in your career. Like, have a good career at the end, use some steroids, boost your stats, and then you can still collect without actually having to do anything.
Yeah, he is forfeited. Yeah, they break it down in the yearly, and you lose your entire salary that you miss. He signed a 3-year deal 2 years ago. He missed half of last year. So he lost $6 million. That's the appropriated amount of half of his salary last season. And this year he will not make $15 million. But he's already lost 2 of his 3-year deal to steroids. 1.5.
Here's to year 3.
Yeah. I guess for the Braves,
he's going to be good.
The thing with the Braves is they don't lose that money, but they can't spend it till they get it back. So it's not like it still stops.
They don't know where he is.
Investing.
He's got the money. He just left.
Yeah. Well, it's like, but some of that is interesting. Like the Rays had Wander Franco, who is now in prison for essentially the rest of his life for some bad crimes that people can Google. But they weren't able to get all of his money back. So it's just interesting in baseball. Like there are some, which by the way, isn't just a baseball thing. Obviously the Deshaun Watson deal is happening in real time. But
yeah, big money.
Yeah, by the way, this is a really easy take. We're not hard enough on Deshaun Watson. Like there are people out here in the streets burying Tua today. And I'm like, listen.
Hello, I'm here. And I'll do it again.
Tua's got it coming, but he's not Deshaun Watson. Like, I feel like we're not mad enough at Deshaun.
I was gonna say Tua flexed his money more, but they both did it. Tua did it into a microphone though, and that's
I think we probably just think we got Deshaun. You know, we all agree it's da-da-da-da. And I think with Tua, it's like we still have to convince some people that like he's trash.
Yeah, there's people who do wholeheartedly defend Deshaun because I've heard it.
Yeah, that's insane. Those people are named Justin Tucker. I'm
actually very surprised Justin Tucker was not signed last year.
Yeah, he's gonna get picked up halfway through the season by the way, not rooting for that, but predicting that.
New start, go follow Harbaugh to the Giants. Giants need a kicker, I'm sure.
By the way, it's not the same things, but we signed Brett McManus. Like there are Packer allegations to go around. So
now we want him fired. Missed a field goal. Get him out of here.
Kicking is it's just the worst job in sports. I don't think there's a worst one.
Nope.
There might be a worse one, and this is another segue for something else for us to talk about today, Zach. Which dog has it the worst in the Iditarod? Like, which position on the sled? Like, do you want to be head dog and then you're first in the shit? Or do you want to be trail dog and you are quite literally in the shit?
At one point in my life, I did legitimately learn about like what each of the dogs
do.
Because I went to Bear Grease, which is a big sled dog race on North Shore Lake Superior. I think the 2 dogs behind the head dog take on most of the power, I think. So I think one of those 2 are the worst because they're still vulnerable. But I think the first one's more so just the directional guy. I don't think they're actually like, pulling everybody.
No, which makes
They're
sense.
like they're the center of the offensive line. Like they're not really having to do anything by themselves, but they're the brains of the bunch.
Yeah, and like has to help the other one. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like either one of the ones pulling or like, yeah, one of the ones closest to the sled.
Right. The one that they're whipping. I'm sure that happens at some point.
They're shooting pistols at moose nearby. That's the only thing with the lead dog. Also, those other two also close to moose.
True. I mean, yeah, that's very true. At this point, what we learned off the podcast last week, if you're a woman musher or whatever in the Iditarod, moose are coming for you. That's what we learned. They do not attack the males.
No,
I think 3 times. They killed the moose twice.
Yeah.
If you're the Iditarod sled dogs it's a racist sport, or sexist sport rather, but mostly just by the moose. But Jake and I did a draft really quick last week, picking our racers for the Iditarod, which began yesterday. The Iditarod, what is it? The last race on Earth? What is it?
Yeah, that's
the last great race. There we go.
Sounds coming back to me.
You got your sound back now? Or you good?
It's looping.
I'm not sure if that's good.
When I talk, I can hear it.
How about now? Talk again.
It's better. I didn't know how to articulate that without it happening. I was like, I'm trapped.
I have no idea if that's going to double up, but we're good for now.
Okay.
As you can see, if you go to iditarod.com here, what a good website. They've been going for a full day now. While we were live, it crossed the 1 day mark. So let's find who we picked again. We got to remember that. And then let's see what the latest is on these guys. I know I got Paige Drobny. She was my girl pick. I picked Jesse Holmes. And did I pick Lauro Eklund? I picked someone back.
Yes, I believe you did. Yeah.
I think it was him. Let's see his story here. So Lauro is a veteran, 2-time finisher. Yeah. When he was 17 years old, he bought his first dog, cost him $600 and 2 cords of firewood. I picked him. He's not very good apparently, but I like the story. You picked, I remember, you got Reddington. Where is he?
Yeah. Who's good? He's mine.
Ryan Reddington.
Ringer. Matt Hall, also pretty good.
Very good. Nerdy white guy there. Then you
picked Hannah Lyric, who you'll remember is best friends with her dogs.
She is best friends with her dogs. Isn't that a nice story?
Yeah, it's not a competition for her, which is a bad pick. But I'm rooting for it was about the friends we made along the way. Yeah,
Jake and I we did it kind of blind, but we picked 2 good mushers and 1 bad one, apparently each. But we'll see. Never know. We'll see what happens. So let's take a look at the standings. They continue to post logs here, different updates, as you can see. So as it was going on now, this is the most recent one that it posted. Jake and I both had to do this in first grade, I do believe.
Yep.
So this is what got me into fantasy sports and sports betting, was picking a musher and then you track them. So, okay, look at that, Jake. Look at our guys. So Jesse Holmes is number 1 right now. Matt Hall is number 2. And I mean, the greatest thing in sports is to see this, Jake. 16 dogs in, 16 dogs out. We still got our full teams after a full day. It's what you like to see. I like that.
So do you have Jesse? Is that one of yours?
Yes. The Jesse's the one from the reality TV star, Life Below Zero.
Got it. So you and I won too. That's pretty good.
I'm telling you though, we're going an average of 9 miles an hour right now. And your guys at 8.2, we're going to pull away with this. That or it's risky. I've played a lot of Oregon Trail in my day too. We could break a wheel or we could finish first. Ryan
Reddington's moving pretty good. Okay.
You got Ryan Reddington at 7. I have Paige Drobny at 4, which is good, but looks like Paige already dropped the dog.
Damn.
Don't love to see that. I'm not sure if it gives an update if I click on her or not. 2016 checkpoint.
That's a big. I don't think you were expecting, or no, you were expecting big things from Paige. You were not expecting big things from the other dude.
Yeah. Paige is good. Races archives. Is that it? No. Okay. Well, I want to know what happened to one of the dogs, but could be a moose attack. We're not sure.
All right.
So you got Hannah, and I got the guy who spent 2 cords of firewood and $600 on a dog, Lauro. He's my other guy. He's number 12 right now.
He's got all of his dogs, and he's moving very slow, but he is in it.
Very slow. He must have taken no break.
That's unbelievable. Okay, I'm now nervous. Is Hannah Lyric still in the race?
Crazy. She's got to be. Where is Hannah?
Here, Control F that bad boy.
She's 26.
Okay,
Out of 37. That's not bad.
Okay, she's moving 8 miles an hour, way faster than the rest around her.
Yeah, she's gonna pass him. Jesse's taking a break. Jesse's not even moving right now.
She, of course, has all of her dogs, all of her best friends.
No.
What?
She had 16 at the last checkpoint. She's now down to 5. One of the dogs are gone.
No, not down to 5, down to 15, right?
15. Sorry, that would have been a Kentucky Derby situation.
She's lost all. Oh my God. The gal who's like, these dogs are my best friends. She gets the next checkpoint, 5 dogs.
Yeah, what the fuck do you do? I mean,
she's cruising. She's also
freaking Richie's down to 13.
Jesus. Do you think, let's get an update on Hannah. I'm sure she's just sobbing. Like a lot.
For sure.
She's moving so fast out of grief.
Yeah, she's moving 8 miles an hour, but not in the right direction. She's just searching.
The Iditarod, sponsored by PETA. Like, what are their thoughts on this? They must hate it, right?
What the fuck did Steve do? He's lost 6 dogs in one day.
Did he have a moose encounter?
I don't know, but he's at a crawl. He is.
Yeah, he's got 10 fucking dogs.
Steve, bow out. Like, you don't need to finish this race, brother.
Bow wow, dude. It's
oh my goodness. He hasn't even checked into Squenta yet.
Yeah, he'll check out there, right? I think that's gonna be it for Steve.
I mean, fucking better. I mean, he left the last checkpoint at 10 though. It's not like it just happened. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like this guy.
No,
I don't like Steve Curtis.
Immediately out on the puffer jacket.
Just looking at his face, I mean, this might be a deep pull. I'm not sure how deep of a pull it is. He gives me Doc Antle vibes. If you remember Tiger King, he's the guy who got the spinoff in number 2. The guy who led a cult. I don't like this guy. He's an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and adventurer who likes mistreating his dogs. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Venture capital firm.
Now I'm thinking about Doc Antle. He took a bath with elephants.
He did. Yeah, I think he took a bath with a couple underage women as well.
Yeah, is that the greatest TV show of all time? Just in its like capture of the worst things I've ever seen.
I can't. I mean, it was incredible. I don't know if it would have been as good without the timing, but boy, they hit at the exact right time.
It is a little bit like Bo Burnham. It's like, I don't know if I could ever revisit it, but what a masterpiece for its moment.
That's what stopped everyone from really going crazy that first week. Because it's like, we have to stay home. Oh, this person got their arm bit off by a tiger in episode 1.
And he's gay and he's got husbands. Multiple. Is wild. Which, by the way, ally, but be nice to your spouses. Yeah, I mean, big time. One, also, they discovered him because Colbert did a segment on him when he ran for president. Just a wild time.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, he was in Colbert's coverage of the 2016, or no, must have been for one of the elections, must have been 2020. He was covering all of these like wild candidates that were in running, and one of them was obviously Joe Exotic. And they showed the clip of him getting attacked by a tiger while promoting his presidential campaign.
I mean, It's a just based on that alone, it's a crime Stephen Colbert doesn't have a show anymore, or it's getting taken away,
I said the
or
wrong
something.
name. John
Oh, not
Oliver.
Colbert. Oh, John Oliver's fine. I like his work on Community more.
He is great on Community. I mean, it's a good take. Also, one of the best TV shows ever made.
Community.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So Steve, I don't know.
You're still reading about Steve, just like enamored with how terrible it is.
Yeah, he's got a support team of a veterinarian, not a very good one. And a team of sled dogs that are. Why do they have to preface it with this? You think a team of sled dogs that are incredibly well taken care of? Brothers lost 6 in 24 hours as a dog per every 4 hours. What are they doing? Check up on Steve.
And these fucking dogs, he's killing them, dude. Allegedly.
Steve Curtis. I feel like it's the estranged brother of Jacked Curtis.
I think about that all the time. Yeah. Oh man. Also, Trevor, the chat. I don't have any thoughts on this story because I've just learned about it recently, but the NBA canceled the Hawks Magic City Strip Club promotion.
Yeah, bad move. Like the NBA is moving closer and closer to the NHL in terms of how they want to market their product, I think.
My reaction when I heard it was I did not know that existed. So I'm not gonna be like wildly offended. But Trevor's take that I won't repeat out loud, but I agree with, of like, hey man,
read it.
Get people to take care of women. There's other ways to do that. Like you don't have to cancel promotions that are giving people jobs.
We can read that. We can put those words in Adam Silver's mouth. He does not want to promote strip clubs, but he's fine with wife beaters. And that's fair.
I do think these leagues have to figure out, like, I feel the same way where it's like domestic abuse gets 3 strikes or more than that sometimes, but heaven forbid you smoke some fucking pot. You're done, dog.
Yeah. We'll never forgive Josh Gordon for what he did to the NFL.
Is Josh Gordon? Guy? Yeah, Josh Gordon is one of the most interesting dudes, like, career to follow.
I don't trust this guy.
No, that's not
from. It's the same guy. I'm pretty sure.
He's wearing a Mariners hat.
Is it the same guy just years later? I think it is.
That's crazy.
It absolutely is. Get investor, entrepreneur, adventurer, and revolutionary thought leader.
Oh boy.
Boy, this guy's a walking red flag.
Zach, we need to do his documentary before someone else does.
We have to. What is this guy? Grew it, started his first business at 19 with a $500 credit card and grew into a $500 million valuation before he sold it. Pharmaceuticals. Of course he is. He's part of Big Pharma.
Bad.
Of course
dude.
he is.
Yeah. Boy.
And then he did this. This is such a red flag. So he did this he went to Harvard. He did all this in America, I think. And then he escaped to Alaska where now he's a fucking sled dog guy. I mean, this is a very, very similar story to what we saw from Mr. Walter White at one point, I think. What's going on here?
Yeah. It's giving me the vibes when I started watching the Titanic sub documentary, and I was like, how did no one fucking stop this guy? Like, I think we must stop him before it gets too big, Zach. Like, we've already lost 6 dogs.
Well, also, how many times can you call yourself an influential thought leader in one bio? He's did it twice. I
would also say thought leader is like nicknames. I don't think you can give that to yourself. Like, it's like, I don't think that works that way.
I mean, just at the top of my mind, people who would call themselves thought leaders, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
David Koresh. Probably Charles Manson would be my guess.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler would have a funny German way of saying it, but he would for sure say that.
Elon
100%. Then he would salute as pointy as the rest of them.
Yeah, that's one of my. Oh man, there's a lot of fucked up things that have happened. That being a talking point was crazy.
It was, wasn't it? It's been a lifetime since then. But
And by the way,
here we are.
My takeaway from that: I don't trust people who say it's from the heart. Pick a different hand motion.
I mean, it's true.
Say
My
the
heart goes
words.
out to you.
Yeah.
Elevation Capital is this guy's thing. Something's happening here.
Have you had anyone in your life call themselves a thought leader to you? I'm just realizing I've had one person.
Really? If someone ever did that to me, I think I'd erase them from my memory, so I don't think so.
Well, this is why I think I did, and I've told you this story, but only very briefly a couple of years ago, but it makes sense. The one dude who did it was the drunk dude in what city was I in? I think I was in Indianapolis at a work conference, and this guy was drunk at the hotel bar. He was the dude who tried to recruit me because I was tall. He said he goes on Fox News and he talked about agriculture finance. And he said his big technique was hiring people who looked like they would be leaders. And he's like, and that's why he called himself a thought leader. He's like, what I do is I promote other leaders, and that's why I'm bringing you in. And he told me several times, he's like, I can see it in you. You're big, but I can work with that. And I was like, first off, I'm trying to enjoy my fucking dirty Shirley. Okay, so leave me the fuck alone. And second, everyone else at the bar kept trying to get him to go away from me. I've never been more entertained in my life. This guy's offering me money. I'm Googling him online. He was on Fox News like 2 days earlier talking about corn prices.
I mean, maybe he has a point.
I don't know, but he was a thought leader.
Yeah, you should have got his business card.
He was also talking about height a lot for a guy who was maybe 5'6". I was like, there are a lot of red flags happening. Yeah.
I feel like those are the type of people to talk most about.
100% that, and like just as bald as a bowling ball. And it's like, he mentioned my hair at one point. And I'm like, this is full projection. This is crazy. Please go home.
So this guy lost all 6 dogs before the first checkpoint.
What the fuck happened?
Something happened.
You're on it, Zach. You've discovered a story.
Yeah, legitimately, like I'm going to do something about this. I have to. Also, it's going to sound like because I want to acknowledge the stage 4 elephant in the room at the current moment. I did skip around his bio, fully missed he had stage 4 cancer.
What? Zach, that's bad. Okay.
No.
Thought leader.
I don't believe him.
Wow. I don't know if that's better.
I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying
he's got a lot going on.
Everything's on the table. He does. Maybe this is a midlife crisis for him. I don't think he should take it out on his dogs.
Yeah, he gives me Bernie Madoff vibes.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure what's going on here, but by the time we do a show next week,
we'll have updates.
We will. I'm just really quick Google News search just in case anyone has written about what the fuck's going on. It does not look like it. So, past 24 hours, give me something. There's a restart.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't think that has anything to do with this guy, but the Willow restart.
That's a lot of text.
I think it just, they started here again. They haven't started here in a long time.
Yeah.
But we know they're going to Nome. That's the thing about the Iditarod. They're going home. They're going to Nome. So next week, they won't be there quite yet. I think it usually takes around 10 days. So
yeah,
we will have the story of this alleged dog killer. I think we can say that. I think that's true.
I mean, I think you could damn near say anything with the word alleged in front of it. But he is certainly. Listen, it's one of those deals. Is it that much better if you didn't kill all 6 dogs if you've lost 6 of them?
That's a great point.
Like,
what's worse?
How much of a pass do we give this guy if he is both battling stage 4 cancer and a bear did it?
That would be bad luck, and I would warn him that usually bad luck comes in 3s. So he needs to go home.
He needs to watch out. If he doesn't drop out at some point, you got to wear that.
Yeah, legitimately. If he goes, like I said, I think usually it lasts around 10 days. If he goes like 21 days and he just is like, I need to finish this, damn these dogs.
If he's like living out, he's like bucket list item, Iditarod, and now 6 dogs are dead.
Yeah, let's see if he's competed before, actually.
I don't know, man.
Great information to have.
Former like millionaire, all of these other industries. He's ill, and suddenly things are looking bad in the race. Does not strike me as like experienced racer.
Yeah, I don't think he is. No, first time.
Yeah, this screams, I've always wanted to do the Iditarod. Give me 16 dogs and a sled.
Has he done any race before? Okay, he's no, never mind. That's not what this is. Yeah, I don't know.
We may have cracked this wide open because that's crazy. Those dogs didn't sign up for that.
That's what I'm saying. Could you imagine if we're leading the charge on this?
We might have been the first ones. I'm also imagine it's like some guy's dream is like, you know what? Before I go, I'm riding in the fucking Kentucky Derby. Give me this $1 million horse.
Give me a donkey. I don't care. Like, let me go.
The poor horse is like, I've been trained for this my whole life. What the fuck is this guy doing on my back?
True.
I hope the dogs were trained.
No shit.
What if he just grabbed 16 Huskies?
So I'm so confused with what's going on.
What's the Iditarod's like barrier of entry?
I think you have to qualify.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm going back on the checkpoints right now. So I want to see. Okay, is this better or is this worse? I think he started with 10 dogs.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was the team he could put together. That's important. Because otherwise we're accusing this dog of dog killing. And all dogs are still there. That is not true for Hannah Lyric.
True, that is true. She lost one along the way. But he showed up with 6 fewer dogs. Did no one ask questions like, where are your dogs?
Maybe 6 were ill. Maybe he's a good guy. Now we have to get to the bottom of it. We might owe him some apologies.
What's the scenario that he's a good guy?
He has 10 dogs he really loves, and it's their dream to compete in the Iditarod.
He's doing it for them.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to bring in 6 dogs who weren't that into it.
That's true. Yeah, they had mixed feelings, and he said you're either all in or all out.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, it has to be voluntary."
Mm-hmm. I'd rather have. I mean, I've seen it before. I'd rather have 10 guys on my defense that are giving 110% than 11 that are giving 95%.
Absolutely, so. I'll bench him. I'll be one man short to prove a point.
Wow. At the Iditarod, he proved a point to his dogs. That would be incredible.
Or the dog version of swine flu.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think that again. So just 6 drop dead on the way there.
No, ill. Maybe they might not be dead. They just might be like, I'm not going to run yet 70%.
Okay. And hopefully the other 10 don't get sick on this week and a half long journey.
True. Okay. Back to kind of a dick move. You 10 seem healthy enough.
And remember, something's wrong. How slow he's going. It's not that he's out there going fast. He's got 10 dogs and he's crawling right now.
He's just doing it to finish the race. I think he's like, I can finish this race with a 10-dog team, not win it. He's
the richest. He's the richest person there. He could have gotten dog. He could have bought some of these other people's dogs.
Dude, he's hobby running the Iditarod. He's hobby running the last race on Earth.
It's gonna be his, according to his bio.
As soon as I said it, I was like, damn it, I set Zach up for a death joke. Okay.
But like, there's no reason unless his dogs are like, there's 3 corgis, there's a golden retriever, and then we got a couple doodles in there. Like, unless it's just non-trained dogs, he could have bought a sled dog team. He's the richest person there.
Yeah.
He created $1 billion company.
It's unbelievable. And he's running 6 dogs short. I don't know, man.
6 is a lot.
Tune in next week. We'll tell you more about it.
Honestly, I'm not going to sleep. I'm doing a show in 2 hours or so, an hour with Luke about NFL free agency. It's about this.
Yeah, it's like when you found that town that doesn't exist.
Agenda, Wisconsin. It did exist. We need to find out where it is now, though. It looks like missing now. Yeah. Look it up, people.
I mean, same thing. So, folks, this is a must tune into the stream later.
Yeah, we need maybe season 12, which again is coming quickly. Maybe we tie up loose ends. There's a lot of things we need to revisit.
Yeah.
We're going to what's this guy again? Curtis. What's Curtis? What? Something Curtis?
Steve Curtis. His last name's Curtis.
Steve Curtis.
Because he's related to Jack.
Jacked Curtis. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a look. But folks, tune in next week. You're going to get an update on this. You're going to get our wrestling game and probably hear more about free agency that just happened.
Yes. Lots happening right now. Lots in the world. But do not let it take your eyes off the Iditarod. That's all I'm asking. It does not matter what else is happening in the world. Do not let this go on in the shadows.
I'll watch it in between waking up to see Taiwan and Chinese Taipei just fucking go at it. Well, not those two. Those are the same place. But, Chinese Taipei and Australia just fucking lay it on. That's been the best group by far, and they're playing at 3 in the fucking morning.
Oh, really?
Tough out here. Yeah.
Okay. That's the Japan group?
That's the Japan group. USA and Dominican are kicking butt. Yeah. Yeah, some of the ones that already happened, Vietnam versus Chinese Taipei was unbelievable. It was really, really good. Australia gave Japan a run for their money.
Hell yeah. Japan's going to lose. Mark my words. We got this.
This is the thing. This is the pool round. Like the next stage are going to be like the 8 countries that actually tried and brought people. It's going to be unbelievable.
Okay. And how does the MLB feel about this? Do they hate it?
I think they have to pretend to like it and don't. I think everyone else likes it and it gets interest in baseball very high, but I don't think they make money off of it.
Right.
And I don't know if it's accomplishing their main goal, which is MLB made this so that they wouldn't get asked to do the Olympics. And people are still asking them to do the Olympics. So I don't
I know Bryce Harper's pissed. Heard that.
That was weird. That was a weird thing to get mad about. Yeah. But his point is that, which is like, this is cool. Doesn't mean I don't want to play in the Olympics.
True.
Which MLB is basically being like, isn't the World Baseball Classic cool? We certainly wouldn't want to miss playing in 2 years again, right? We'll just do this and only this.
Screw you guys. No.
Be like the NHL, man. They get it.
Yeah.
A lot of press for the NHL this episode.
True. Shout out the NHL. They figured it out. They've cracked the code. They know what to do. NBA, take notes. MLB. NBA too.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them,
but NFL.
NFL should come out now and tell them they all suck, a la Timothy Chalamet.
Absolutely. We will do that and more and expose Steve Curtis next week. See you then.